I don't know what to expect.
It's kind of a tough pick. If you remember the Dream League Major, a lot of people were trying that one out, and Bulldog was just...
He's absolutely crushing it on that top. He's going to get solo XP, all the farm. And we'll see what they're able to do with it. Obviously, the overall sort of slowdown as a team does mean that the support's going to be behind, but this movement towards mid, indeed, with the curse down onto the Storm Spirit. He's trying to drag an Archie. Archie moving away, uphill miss! Archie survives and will die, and he gets that first blood on the Storm. That's huge in a matchup in an in lane that was very even up until that point.
Definitely. And a hero like Stormster, who's, I mean, again, Meepo in the mid lane, going to go down yet again. This is not...
as has proved to be between Arjit and Somnus, and the fact that up top, that Jug is farming away an absolute treat.
And he's getting tons of levels too. Use Omni Slash at some point actually, as now FY going to go down.
Yeah, Arjit. And so looking, 6 minutes in being as close as it is, would you sort of say that, PSG.LGD cutting the waves up top, that hasn't really, it doesn't seem like it's done too much to sort of shake Mineski up at the start. Sure, Ninja Boogie's very far behind in levels. We're going to see Raging Potato get caught out as he tries to walk a bit nonchalantly towards that mid lane. There's 3 heroes of PSG.LGD immediately jumping upon him. But looking at the core, looking at this Juggernaut and the Meepo, it's an okay start for Arjit and Moon.
Because they want to make sure that they know exactly what is going on in the Mineski jungles.
Moon heading in. He does have Omni Slash, doesn't have the mana, has got 5-1 charges. Already staying away from one another. The tower has gone down. See if anyone can get a jump. They do manage to lead in there actually with the stun onto the Jug, and that's the setup they need. Straight in with the follow-up zip.
That means that they can't easily transition into the jungle because, Juggernaut is just a meat shield in the, or another meat decoys. Now Sand King going to go in on the Silencer.
And they've got him again. Chalice is there with the follow-up stun. They send him out there safely. Go from Chalice, just of course the standard auras, the helm, and into the mech. Sure that his team themselves ready to fight. There's going to be the aggressive play up top underneath the tier 1, straight in onto KP. TPs are coming through. They'll take down the tower. Army's able to get the last hit. See if Mineski can do anything in terms of turning it around. Curse will be thrown out around the healing ward, making sure that they're in fighting shape. They're not able to really find a jump. We are going to see maybe separate himself from the top lane. TP's down, keeping that room control good. As he picks up the DD, heads towards mid with the zip. They've got the Meepo straight away. The setup was there from FY. He's able to walk in, find the setup required for maybe to follow up, get the kill on Arjit. Back up top. Arme trying to get the root off onto Moon. Will get it. The Bear in a bit of trouble, taking a little bit of a beating, but they're able to move it away back to the tower. Mineski don't.
He was like, I think I might be stuck, guys, because he has no TP either.
Mineski, they do want to help Moon, get him out of this sticky situation, and maybe try and find some action themselves. They have got that raw on KP that they want to use. They'll find the target straight away. Arme's going to be caught out. Moon gets on top of him with a false promise save. Will be there from X-Nova. Raging Potato moving in as well. Caught out by the FY Sand King stun. The Bear's on top of him. The raw as well, sending the Jug back. Moon's trying to get back in and stuck him for a chance to find someone in trade for losing their Enigma. They're looking towards Arme, still backing himself away. FY, another stun, holds the Jug at bay as Arme's able to walk himself out of this. Moon's desperately trying to charge in, but there's the zip-in. The backup comes through. Maybe he's on top of the Jug, brings him in with a Vortex. Jug's dead. Ninja Boogie will be able to TP away. But Mineski, they came looking for a kill, using that raw. They've lost many heroes for it. KP's trying his best to get away, but FY surged up by Chalice. He's able to chase this one down. He's got the Burrow Strike. He's saving it until the rest of his team's nearby, and now they are. Chalice is in. The damage is done. KP is dead. And Pierre
can't get us through the mid game. Maybe this Meepo may not be able to get us to the late game. I mean, our Jug's getting stopped by Centaurs.
He's in with the Blade Fury already used. There's no save for him. The Global Silence comes in, but it was after the zip had begun by Maybe, so he still is able to land it straight on the Jug. They've got the false promise to protect the Storm. FY comes in with the Burrow Strike. The Black Hole is there, holding down the two of them. Raging Potato trying his best to set up some sort of trade, and they will manage to kill off
But not this time.
No, they're kind of cruising at the moment. PSG, so they can take these risks, go for the flashy plays. When FY back in on the mid lane, KP walks forward, presents himself, and FY says, "I'll take that."
quick buy an ultimate orb, go with the Scotty. But now he was able to get the Eagle Song. He's working his way to the E-Blade, and that can be very, very effective. It's now another initiation from the Sand King.
Quite straight in onto the high ground. He's got a lot of backup with him, of course. The entirety of PSG.LGD more than ready to fight as they charge forward. Look for Moon. Moon gets dragged back with the back, and the global silence does come out as they'll look towards the storm. The false promise, though, is there from Xnova, keeping maybe safe. Just getting a lot of damage down onto him, but FY's there. Another burrow strike onto the meat post. Back in as the Storm Spirit. Enough healing to keep him alive. Is ready to go, ready to end this as they're taking down the middle lane. We'll see what sort of a response is going to be there from Mineski. They don't quite have the black hole back online. That was that one big force that did allow them to get a kill earlier. They'll lose the tower. See how much mercy PSG.LGD gives them. It's not going to be a lot. Straight in with the clip on top of KP. No healing ward is going to outdo the damage that this storm is sending out at the moment. They even catch Raging Potato outside of the base. 2 more kills for PSG.LGD. As at 20 minutes in, 15-3, 14k, 15k advantage, mid-racks down. This is looking to be PSG.LGD on that form, on that level that people were saying that they would be here at this major.
And it's their entire team. Like, Xnova has been so good. Playing Oracle against the Silencer is a nightmare situation in most situations. Playing Silencer against a farm Storm Spirit is also pretty nightmarish. Especially if you're a support Silencer, and 1 racks, 1 tier 3 tower quickly snowballed into 1 racks, now turning into 2 racks, and it's becoming past the point of no return, even for a Meepo.
It certainly looks like it.
Dire's top barracks has fallen.
I mean, would you say
The Oracle, we're not winning this fight.
Potato needs something huge. Needs some sort of a dream black hole there. Going to zip in. Raging Potato's going to move across. It's going to get sent up into the air. The global silence comes out. They've lost KP. He'll buy back immediately. TP over to the shrine. The Enigma's going to be focused though. Maybe it removes the Enigma from the situation. Vacuum onto KP and Moon. Buybacks all coming out from Mineski, desperately trying to do their best to turn things around. They have killed off Xnova, who will buy back. Ninja Boogie being focused now by Arme's Lone Druid. That's going to be the silence in there. They get the black hole off. They've caught one and the in fact, the call FY as well, but FY's happy to be there as the Epicentre's already revved up. He's in, Burrow Strike as well. Enigma's dead, Meepo's gone. Mineski only with 3 left alive. They cannot kill these cores of PSG.LGD, as that's going to be it. GG is called. PSG.LGD Game 1. They made it look like a very, very easy Game 1, Tsunami.
Yeah, that was... And I just want to give one more prop to Xnova. So this is something that is very important to know as an Oracle.
This game, but they just... their whole draft becomes so squishy. I think you just get walked at. Zeus is great. I think if people keep picking Naga and TB, like you will.
By these 2 heroes just being able to be so aggressive with their spells.
Yeah, you say Ajay gets back to safety, but safety is a very relative thing. As in the mid lane, we see that this Necrophos may not be very safe as he gets snared up, taken down.
I could wrap around there from Raging Potato. Sees an opportunity. I was going to say, look for the Lina to die soon if Game 1 was anything to go by. In lane, Xnova will get found out by Raging Potato. He's got a Mango ready into the shackles. That'll give more than enough time for KP to build up the static link damage required to slow. Buying time for the Razor to come in with the slaps and get the kill. He's got to be careful. It is going to be a slow start, of course, as a Terrorblade. He can recover, right? It's not the end of the world if he has a rough start. He can just hit the jungle at a certain point. But still, you got to be a little worried here if you're PSG.LGD. This is it's such a slow start problem.
And there's Jakiro as well.
Another kill for Mineski. The bottom lane continue to play like a bit of a dream up top. FY is pretty low. Does have the Scorch to help him get away. You see the bouncy runes being contested. In fact, Chalice, he's able to get the kill onto Ninja Boogie. The burst damage is there for PSG.LGD as well. You have Chalice 30 for 13 on the puck. He's going to be able to get his game going very well. The wraparound's there. They're able to walk in towards Moon, but Moon has the backup of Ninja Boogie. FY still able to get in. In fact, with the setup for the Reaper's Sight, they'll have the damage to bring him down. And underneath that threat,
to keep him under control for that long.
pretty much all 5 of the 6 cores are having a good game at the moment. All on sort of the same level in terms of farm. It is just this bottom lane Arme falling behind. Raging Potato and KP trying to play aggressive, but FY, he's there with the response. Comes in with the backup, the 3 of them on PSG.LGD now turn towards the Shaman, chasing down Raging Potato. He's doing his best to run himself away, but the Scorched Earth and the Satire Blast from FY will...
As a Razor, I imagine you start feeling yourself after you've been 2v1ing for a lot of the time, and so they are, you know, kind of out of position, all things considered, as now on the top lane, Terrorblade decided to visit this Naga Siren.
There's going to be the backup from Raging Potato. He goes straight away with the Shackles onto the Terrorblade. They're going to be able to kill him off. Arjit is still alive, finally falls to Chalice, but Mineski, they take the favorable. With maybe both heroes, they sort of operate in the same capacity at the moment. One's got a scythe that they want to blow someone up with, and the other has that Laguna Blade ready to pop someone. Top lane, Raging Potato finds the lead in there to catch out Chalice. There's the Laguna from Moon to follow up the kill. Chalice is gone. We'll see at the same time PSG.LGD do end up finding themselves something. They found the Naga Siren. They're trying to bring down Arjit low enough to get him with that ult, because Arjit doesn't have any points in the Song of the Siren, so cannot get himself away safely. They now turn towards the Razor as well, as Razor KP tried to come in, do something in response for losing the Naga Siren, but FY, they're ready and waiting, has the level 6, Doom's dropped down, runs past the tower. Both sides already showing us that want to get him aggressive and start to invade. Top lane, Raging Potato KP, they found FY. Pretty tanky, he does have Chalice by his side. As Chalice is able to come in with the silence, and FY, he's trying to turn and chase down Raging Potato. Keeps the vision, runs him down with the Scorched Earth. They cannot kill that to him immediately. He'll start to pop the Salve, get himself far enough away from the Oracle, so he gets a good duration out of it. They'll still try and chase him down, the Mineski. FY has got Chalice and Nova by the side. He's going up to the high ground, but FY, he has walked into Moon, and Moon will be able to burst him with that Dragon Slave. Chalice has to get away too, does push them back towards the Shrine. Mineski will pop it. PSG.LGD don't chase any further. So Mineski, at least Scan will come out from Mineski. They do know that this move is coming in towards the mid lane, so Moon positioning himself accordingly, moving down towards the south. Dreamcourt will still catch him out. He'll opt for the stun as he backs away, does get the follow-up freeze bar connection from X-Nova, but the save is there from Ninja Boogie. False promise, keeping Moon safe. They've got to back out. PSG.LGD, they're chasing this down with full force. Jump forward with the orb. Ninja Boogie burst out of the game. They get the freeze path, the ice path connection onto Moon, but they won't be able to go to the high ground as KP is now there. They'll look towards X-Nova, but then themselves, Mineski being 2 heroes down, won't be able to chase any further. So 2 free kills there for PSG.LGD. Crucial Zoom available. He could absolutely go for something here, just a +1, and it would be an easy kill.
Oh, Jakiro and now a TP.
That's more than enough. Yep, Jakiro in range, set up there with the Zoom into the Infernal Blade. Chalice also wanting to join in on the action, jumps in as FY. He's going to make sure that he's able to secure the kill for himself. He's the one that put in the work for his other blast to get it. Now the turnaround will be there. Raging Potato and KP being deep in the jungle of PSG.LGD, but a quick ice path from X-Nova slows down the aggression of KP. He's been Dreamcourt. Chalice jumps in. The silence on 2 means that there's no song available from Arjit to stop the fight. The Reaper side follow up there from Maybe will get themselves the 3rd kill as well. Raging Potato's on the run, but they're hunting him down. As Raging Potato, he'll try his best to hide in the trees, but they have got vision upon him as FY leads in, slams him down with the Infernal Blade. 4 kills picked up.
I'm dead.
And it feels like this is the sort of the problem of sometimes running a Naga Siren. I see Raging Potato will fall. All this action is going on, and you have this Naga Siren around here, but it's around this shrine already. PSG.LGD, the warning signs are there. They're getting themselves hidden in the trees. Can Mineski get any sort of catch? They'll lead in with the Light Strike Array, but the Dreamcourt is going to be down onto the 3 of them. They have got the Hex onto the pipe. Can they actually kill him off? No, Chalice, he's still alive. Face is going to be there. The Song of the Siren being used, but Song of the Siren into what? It looks like Mineski, they don't even know. They're starting to back away. They don't have anything to follow up with. They just got to sort of wander themselves away from this. They are able to turn with the F-Shock to mute down Chalice, but Mineski's surely going to take heavy casualties for this one. The wards are down. FY Shackle cancelled by the Infernal Blade onto Raging Potato. The Reaper side will stop there. Ninja Boogie did get the save with the Magic Immunity. In fact, Mineski, it doesn't go too badly. They keep KP alive, save him from dying from the Reaper side. Moon's able to even find the Jakiro as well. So PSG.LGD, the confidence getting punished for the first time as it seems this series, as Mineski are able to pick up the...
As we did say, this whole thing started off by Metamorphosis being on cooldown. It was on cooldown the entire time, and now he's getting snuck up on by this Naga Siren and is leaning with the Aether Lens.
See if they can do it. They have got the Laguna Blade as well. Arme's got to be careful how low he gets as they are turning towards him. Your setup will be there. Moon follows him with another stun. Laguna's there.
Played.
Very, very good play from. But they're hidden there in the trees under the cover of the smoke. Smart usage of the scan though from Mineski. They know that it's a bait. They scan in the high ground. They know that backup is there behind Arme. They'll allow Raging Potato to get out.
Siren.
Yeah, Archit does stick around.
He did not get the memo.
He really didn't. It seemed like a smart scanner. Smite, we're out of there. Archit says, what? And he done.
We are playing on land. There are no latency issues. I'm pretty sure Naga Siren had as much information as the Shaman did. But now Puck is actually going to be just fine. As KP though, he's not.
The Metamorphosis is used, and this was one of those factors that wasn't in the previous fight. Now, Arme didn't have the meta, didn't use it before, but when he does, you cannot defensive one. Moving everyone back up to the high ground, Mineski don't want to mess around. Bottom lane.
Raging Potato's messing around.
He's going for the split push pressure. He's got the walls dropped down. Tries to go for the TP out, but the Scythe will be there to cancel the TP and to kill him off. They will be able to farm. It's going to be that point where the Naga's at a stage where her illusions are very hard to deal with because the items built up, that you start to then see the strength of her as a position one carry.
Just scaring off this Jakiro, but kind of showed which one's the real one.
There's going to be friends that Jakiro will die, but it's allowed FY to get in and on top of the real Naga Siren. She needs help, she needs it quick, she's going to get it. Ninja Boogie's there with a false promise, and the Naga Siren, Archit's able to walk back to safety. The buyback did come out from Moon, and they're going to allow themselves to try for more. He's able to jump and get the light strike away stun out onto maybe Rod of Atos as well from KP, holding him down. The Hex onto Chalice. Spaceship will be able to dodge the Q from Ninja Boogie in the river. Raging Potato trying for the shackles onto the Terrorblade, but the Metamorphosis is out. He's beaten down by the physical damage. Arme gets the kill. This Terrorblade he's hitting the timings now. Certainly is. Arme, 18,000 net worth.
Nice path onto this Oracle, but they're not sure how.
He's jumping for it.
Yeah, he's going.
Chalice being there as well. Sans does come in after the magic community is there, but surely still no escape. He gets the false promise off as well, actually, Ninja Boogie. He's certainly making them work for it, but with the amount of damage that's going to be nailed down upon him, he will pop. Ninja Boogie falls, that is the arc.
This.
Could try.
They're going to hold on
Song
to
of the Waltz in.
Yeah. Until they know that there's a fight, Arme isn't going to trigger this.
See, Moon really wants to do something with that in the last few seconds of the DD. He's going to look, but the light strike comes out. It's a little too slow. The immediate reaction there from Maybe. No hesitation with the BKB. That side sending Moon out of the game for 150 seconds. He's gone. That's it. That's the end of his story, as he's not going to get a chance to play.
This is when you start frantically scanning around the map. You're like, I'll be useful. I'll tell you what items they have.
Tier 3s look for some barracks. Metamorphosis pop 4v5. What
and Naga's trying to push down
stop this?
The Doom and the BOTs from Raging Potato, so a defensive glyph to keep them alive. And they want to split push. They want to race.
They're trying it. The wards are down. They're heading onto that tower. They've done more damage to the tier 3 down bottom than this Terrorblade's done to their own up top.
But Naga's dead now.
Got buyback. She will be able to make hay. It was an intended death. It's a quick trip back to base with the buyback. It's an expensive TP. Traveling first class.
Right. Doesn't need to use that courier glitch.
No, you just use a casket.
Yeah, I got you.
KP.
Aghanim's coil.
That's going to get him through that BKB. They have the song. They have lost half of the racks up top. Is there anything they can do in terms of trying to take a fight? I don't think so. They've got to step away. So that will be the opening into the base as PSG.LGD moves towards the mid. As an update, just in case you weren't aware, Lina is, of course, still dead. May have felt like as many moons ago.
Breaking news. She's still dead. Necro still has Aegis. Arme does not have Metamorphosis now, but he still has 41% status resistance, so that rod lasts for a whole nothing seconds.
Get the Hex, but it's just so hard for them to make any sort of follow-up.
Oh, Lina's coming back.
Finally, he's back in the game. See what they can get.
TPing to the shrine.
They lead him with the shackles, but you say the Aegis is there. This Necrophos is not too scared about being jumped on. The Razor, though, on the other hand, has to be careful. KP, he's going to be dead. He's gone. It's not got buyback. 50 seconds. KP's out. As the mid bracks, they'll surely be taking it. Oh, yeah, the buyback was just available again. So he is able to come immediately back in. Get the Dream Call onto the board. Jumping
5-0 coil.
For them all. This looks like it could be it for Mineski. As they've lost 2, 3, 4. Moon As soon as he was back in the game, he just dies again. I mean, that's got to be the worst, really. You're dead for 150 seconds. Finally, you're back alive. You turn up, and then you die. I mean, he might have well have stayed dead. GG is called. This game, this series is over. PSG.LGD taking the series 2-0.